I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I was born in India.
Born in Harlem, living in the South Bronx.
You're talking to a son of an immigrant. My dad came here in 1959.
We probably got water in the taps maybe 8 hours a day.
And in my case, I was going to be the first one in our family to go to college.
When I came to this country, all I wanted was a graduate degree. I didn't imagine what actually could lie on the other side of it.
I was often asked by my foreign counterparts, what year did you graduate from West Point? Or what military school did you go to? And the answer was Aspire to West Point, a young black kid, 2 immigrant parents who were away every day working in the garment industry. It was unthinkable.
My mom came to the United States from South America, and she came with no money, no degree, no education, and I was able to create a really successful life, and I don't think that it would have been possible in any other country.
I remember I got an opportunity at Facebook to be a software engineer, and I was an engineer at the hottest company in 2008 in Silicon Valley. And 6 months later, I was writing code for this company, this vision.
My grandfather on my mother's side came in 1917 as a 13-year-old, and 2 generations later, his grandson is the mayor of the city he decided to make home for himself.
The next decades are going to have untold opportunities, and part of becoming successful in the American dream is finding out which ones work for you and pursuing them.
It's an opportunity to succeed based on your ability, not who your parents were, not your religion, not your race, not where you went to school.
So what really drove me to come to America when I was still in college was the position women held here. They weren't confined to the walls of their home because they were afraid of being raped. And it was a position where women could go out and do ambitious things.
I ultimately think it's something that the sacrifices you do for the next generation, for the ability to do something not only new, but greater than what you inherited yourself, both leaving something behind, but also ensuring through that sacrifice that another generation has a better life.
My definition of an American dream is when things happen to you that you could not dream.
It's not necessarily about having all of the material resources that you need. If you have the drive to make something happen, it doesn't matter what circumstances you come from, you can make it happen. You can rub 2 sticks together and make something spark.
There are many ways in which people can realize the American dream. By starting on shop floors and working their way up the company. I've seen people who come here and start their own business and realize the American dream that way. But if I had to think about the surest path by which one can get to the American dream, or at least have some capacity to grasp it, it's education.
I mean, for me, the American dream was very real. I realized, I thought I could do anything I wanted to do. And I actually consciously realized that was because I had been given the chance to attain an excellent education.
I also was privileged to go to a public school system, which took me from kindergarten all the way through college. And it was there that I discovered the military, discovered ROTC, and that's what the City College of New York gave me.
As a kid, I saw that people have purposes and they have things that they believe in and they have causes that they fight for. The idea and the intent that things need to be fair and they need to be of value. And when you think of the American dream, that's what you want. You want equality. You want to have a place where there's a balanced playing field.
So when you think about what it's going to take to ensure that the American dream is a reality for all of our kids, it's going to take, ultimately leveling that playing field.
There's opportunities for you. And it's not just if you're the best basketball player, dancer, or singer. If you have the right stuff and you've spent your time learning and understanding things, the world, and particularly America, is searching for those leaders with ability, whether it be in business, philanthropy, politics, or the arts.
If we're going to ensure that every kid has access to the American dream, a lot of things need to be done inside of education and outside of education. The good news is it's possible. It's actually possible. We see that through our work every day. but it's going to take a whole lot of people working really hard and really thoughtfully and coming at it from all sorts of different directions.
So to me, when I think of the American dream, I'm constantly reminded of all the tools that you have to have. And what's fascinating to me is that I'm 54 years old and I'm still trying to acquire more tools to be a better citizen, to be a better father, to be a better human being, because I know I have to continue to believe in the American dream.
People aren't going to hold you back for who you are or how you look. And I don't look like any other dean that the school has had in the past. But that doesn't stop people in this country, and that's what makes the American dream so special.
There are two books in life. One is the guest book you sign, and one is the history book. I think a life worth pursuing is one in which you're in the history books. So if you're fortunate enough, use your life to give something back to others.